Hello everyone, this is Professor Raghavendra Adhyapak, KLS Kokte College of Commerce, Belagavi. So in today's class, we are going to start with the next unit called Approaches to Equity Analysis. Okay, so first we will see what is the meaning of equity analysis. Okay, so equity analysis or security analysis is the process of analyzing the return and risk of financial securities. Okay, so in the last unit, we studied how to calculate the return, how to calculate the risk, what are the different types of risk and all other things related to risk and return. Correct? So here in the equity analysis or security analysis is the process of analyzing the return and the risk of financial securities. So what is the financial securities? Financial security may be debt securities, equities, okay, so or maybe any other securities. Okay, so whatever the risk involved in that security and what is the return we are getting on that securities, that analyzing process is known as security analysis. ओके, सो वहाँ पे हम क्या करते हैं, इवेल्युएट करते हैं या एनालाइज करते हैं रिस्क कितना है, रिटर्न कितना है, उस प्रोसेस को क्या बोलते हैं हम, सिक्योरिटी एनालिसिस और इक्विटी एनालिसिस. ओके, so in other words, security analysis is the analysis of tradable financial instruments called securities. ओके, सो दिस कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू सिक्योरिटीज. मतलब क्या क्या इन्वॉल्व होता है, इट मे बी डेट सिक्योरिटीज, इक्विटीज और हाइब्रिड ऑफ द टू. हाइब्रिड ऑफ द टू मीन्स व्हाट, बोथ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ डेट एंड सिक्योरिटीज भी हो सकता है. ओके, सो more broadly and in sometimes we take the future contracts and tradable credit derivatives are also we take into consideration under the security analysis. Okay, सो जो कुछ भी सिक्योरिटीज है, इट मे बी डेट सिक्योरिटी, इक्विटी सिक्योरिटी, हाइब्रिड सिक्योरिटी, फ्यूचर्स, डेरिवेटिव्स, ये सब का जो कुछ भी एनालिसिस होता है, व्हाट एवर द एनालिसिस वी डू ऑन दीज सिक्योरिटीज, that is known as security analysis or equity analysis. Okay, next, security analysis is typically divided into two types. Okay, so under the security analysis or in a security analysis there are two types. Okay, one is fundamental analysis and second one is technical analysis. Okay, so what is fundamental analysis? Under the fundamental analysis we evaluate the company's stock to find its true value or intrinsic value and analyze the factors that affects the price in the future. Okay, so what we will do in the fundamental analysis, in the fundamental analysis we find out the what is the true value of that company's security. जो कुछ भी सिक्योरिटी है, स्टॉक है, उसका ट्रू वैल्यू क्या करते हैं हम, फाइंड आउट करते हैं, true value or intrinsic value. Okay, and we analyze the different factors that affects the future price or future price of that particular securities of the company. Okay, so जो कुछ भी factors प्राइस के ऊपर इफेक्ट पड़ता है उसका क्या करते हैं हम, एनालाइज करते हैं. ओके, सो that is fundamental analysis. Okay, next is technical analysis. So what is technical analysis? The technical analysis which focus upon the price trends and momentum. Technical analysis which uses graphs and diagrams for future price prediction of the securities. Okay, टेक्निकल एनालिसिस में क्या करते हैं हम, फ्यूचर प्राइस का प्रेडिक्शन करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ व्हाट, ग्राफ्स एंड diagrams. It may be pie chart, it may be graphs. Okay, different charts will be available, right? So using those charts and graphs we predict the future price of the securities on the basis of past data. Okay, so such analysis is known as technical analysis. Okay, so regarding this fundamental and technical analysis, we are going to study in little bit detailed. Okay, next. So we'll see more about this fundamental analysis. So once again, we'll see the what is the meaning. It says fundamental is a method of evaluating a financial assets intrinsic value or true value by examining the different factors. Which are the different factors? It may be economic factors, financial factors, or any other related factors which affects the future price of the securities. Okay, so that is fundamental analysis. Okay, so there are two approaches under the fundamental analysis. Okay, सिक्योरिटी एनालिसिस में दो टाइप्स हमने देखे थे, फंडामेंटल एंड टेक्निकल. करेक्ट. अंडर द फंडामेंटल अगेन देर आर टू टाइप्स और टू अप्रोचेस. ओके, सो वन इज टॉप डाउन अप्रोच. ओके, another one is bottom up approach. Okay, so top down approach focus on the macroeconomic factors, social factors, and political factors or political aspects. Okay, under the top down approach we concentrate more on what? Economic factors like exchange rate, interest rate, inflation, growth rate, GDP, GNP, these all things. Again, social factors, right? Culture and all, and other political aspects like government stability in the government rules and regulations. So on these factors we concentrate more under the top down approach. Okay, we more focus on economic, social, and political aspects which are going to affects on the price of the securities. Okay, or maybe which affects on the return of the securities. Okay, वहाँ पे हम किसके ऊपर कॉन्सेंट्रेट करते हैं? इकोनॉमिक, सोशल एंड पॉलिटिकल फैक्टर्स के ऊपर हम कॉन्सेंट्रेट करते हैं अंडर द टॉप डाउन अप्रोच. ओके, next is another one is bottom up approach which concentrate more on the company. So under the bottom up approach क्या करते हैं हम? We concentrate more on the companies. Means what is a company's profits, its stability, what is a company's sales. Okay, what is a company's rules and regulations. Okay, how company well performing. Okay, what is the standard of the company in the market. So company के related जो कुछ पे aspect है ना, वहाँ पे हम क्या करते हैं? ज़्यादा कॉन्सेंट्रेट करते हैं टू कैलकुलेट द प्राइस और रिटर्न ऑफ द सिक्योरिटीज. देन इट इज नोन एज बॉटम अप अप्रोच. ओके, सो फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस इन्वॉल्व्स मेनली three types of analysis. One is economic analysis, industry analysis, third one is company analysis. Okay, so including these all three analysis, we called this analysis as EIC analysis. That is E stands for economic, I stands for industry, C stand for company. So तीनों मिलकर क्या बोलते हैं हम? EIC analysis. Okay, so EIC analysis also is a top down approach. Okay, so we already study about what is a top down and bottom up, correct? So we will see a little bit more clearly about these aspects with the help of a diagram. Okay, see here. Okay, now see here in the first picture there is bottom up approach, in the second picture there is top down approach. Okay, so in the first picture there is one big triangle and there is three parts. One is economy, second one is industry, and third one is company. And top down approach, first is economy, next is industry, and third is company. Okay, now before starting with this explanation of this chart, first we'll start with the bottom up approach. Okay, so what is bottom up approach? See here, bottom up approach concentrate on the company. Okay, we already studied that, where the top down approach concentrate on the economic, social, and political factors, but whereas the bottom up concentrate more on the company. Correct? Right. Now we'll see in this diagram. See here, bottom up approach concentrate more on the company. So in this triangle, the maximum area is covered by what? Company. Means we focus more on company and then industry and then economic factors. Matlab in the bottom up approach we concentrate more on company related factors, company's rules, regulation, labor policies, or maybe a company's profitability, company's financial position, company's sales. Okay, what is the uh, ratio of the companies. Okay, so these all things we concentrate more on the company. Okay, but whereas in the top down approach, we concentrate more on what? Economic factors, right? In this triangle, you can see that maximum area is covered by what? Economy, correct? So we concentrate more on what? Economic factors like GDP, GNP, growth rate, okay, and inflation rate, exchange rate. Like this, the economic factors are considered more under the top down approach. Okay, so in the top bottom up approach, first we concentrate more on company, then industry, then economy. But in the top down approach, first we concentrate more on the economy, then industry, and then company. Okay, so this is about the bottom up approach and top down approach. Next, so I already told that in the fundamental analysis we analyze the main three aspect. One is economic, second one is industry, and third one is company. So including that, we call it as a EIC analysis. Okay, so EIC analysis kya hai? We will see about the EIC analysis in brief. Okay, so in this table, first one is category, means which are the different analysis we are using, that is economic analysis, industry analysis, and company analysis. Okay, second is about purpose, किस लिए, for which reason we analysis this, and third one is the tools and techniques, what are the different tools or techniques we used to analyze these factors. Okay, so that third column tells. Okay, so in the first is economic analysis. Okay, so why we do the economic analysis, what is the purpose? Assessment of the economic condition of the country. Okay, so to know the what is the economic condition of the country, we analyze the economic analysis. Okay, next is tools and techniques used. Okay, in economic analysis, which are the different tools and techniques we used? We use the GDP growth rate, inflation rate, exchange rate, okay, interest rate. So these are the different economical factors we considered in the economic analysis. Okay, second one is industry analysis. So why we do the industry analysis? To analyze the performance of a particular industry in an economy. Okay, जो कुछ भी इंडस्ट्री है उसका परफॉर्मेंस क्या है देखने के लिए क्या करते हैं, हम इंडस्ट्री एनालिसिस करते हैं. ओके, what are the different tools and techniques used? Industry life cycle, competition. Okay, so what is the labor condition, technology? So these are the different tools and techniques which we used in a industry analysis. Okay, third one is company analysis. Okay, so what we analyze under this, we analyze or evaluate the prospectus of various companies, जो कुछ भी कंपनी का पोजीशन है. ओके, जो कुछ भी एस्पेक्ट कंपनीज के ऊपर इफेक्ट्स पड़ता है उसके बारे हम क्या करते हैं, कंपनी एनालिसिस में स्टडी करते हैं. ओके, सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंट टूल्स एंड टेक्निक्स वी यूज्ड अंडर दिस कंपनी एनालिसिस? प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी ऑफ द कंपनी, different ratios, right? Debt and equity combination ratio, and different ratios are there, correct? So those all ratio we take into consideration. Corporate image, so what is the image of the company in the market, that we considered there. Sales, okay, companies rules and regulations, visions of the companies, okay, nature of the company. So like that, different aspects we considered under the economic analysis. Okay, so in this table I try to explain about these analysis in very brief. Okay, from the next classes we take the each one of analysis, that is economic analysis, industry analysis, company analysis, and we'll start studying more detail about those analysis. Okay, so this is overall picture what exactly EIC analysis involves and what are the purpose of those analysis, and which are the different tools and techniques are used to analyze these factors. Okay, so this tells about overall picture of that EIC analysis. In the next class we start with the economic analysis in detail, and then industry, and then company analysis. Okay.